Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing the Mayakashi deck video today. So the reason I'm doing it now is because there's just been the new card released called Yuki-Musume the Ice Mayakashi. So this card is really good for the deck. If you control a Mayakashi, you can special summon it from your hand or your graveyard, and you can also send a zombie from your deck to your grave. So we're going to get straight into the deck list, and then I'll show you what I prefer be my sort of opening hand. You're really trying to go second with this deck in OTK. So this is the going second version, and I'll show you what I'm signing in to go first as well. Right. So first of all, we've got 3 of the new card, Yuki-Musume the Ice Mayakashi. Like I said, it's really good. You're pretty much always wanting to have this in your opening hand. Then we've got 3 of Hijun. So this one, when it's normal special summoned, you can special summon a Mayakashi from your main deck. So your real main target for this is going to be your level 2 tuner Daki. So her effect, when you special summon a Mayakashi from the extra deck, you can special summon this from the grave any number of times. This is what's going to let you synchro climb, because it's a level 2 tuner and all your synchros are 2 levels apart. Then we have Tsukahagi. This one is when a Mayakashi monster is destroyed, you can special summon it from your grave. It's also a level 2 tuner. And because all the Mayakashis special summon themselves when the higher level synchro is destroyed, you can use this and the lower level synchro to go back into it if you have one in your extra deck. So then we have Shifu, the wheeled Mayakashi. So this one, when it's normal summoned, you can special summon a Mayakashi from your grave, but negate its effect. So really you're trying to go for your Daki or your Tsukahagi to go back into your synchro climbing. You're not really wanting to get your synchros because it is negated, and they all get their good effects when they're special from grave. Next up we have 3 Solitaire. It's a zombie deck, so that's what you really want to go for. And you've also got your Spirit Master, so later if you draw this you can special summon a Solitaire from your grave and start making plays with it to go into your Uni Zombies. Zombies, you can play 3 Uni Zombie. And then 3 Mizuki to bring all your guys back, get all the good effects. Then one Gozuki, sends things to grave, and you can special one from your hand with it sent to the grave by banishing a zombie. Zombie Master, because you're constantly trying to bring back your zombie monsters, so you can just discard and then special summon one back. Because we're going second, we're trying to stop our opponent gaining any momentum so that we can try and OTK them on our turn. So I'm playing 6 hand traps, 3 effect Vela, 3 Ash. These can be whatever you want, whatever's relevant to where you are. Those tend to be what I side out for going first. I'll replace them with traps to help stun my opponent with the effects when they're brought back from the grave. Next up we have 2 Mayakashi Return. This lets you add any Mayakashi from grave to hand, or from deck to hand, or from deck to grave. Then we have 3 Call by the Grave. If your Solitaire or your Hijun gets ashed, it's pretty much game over. You just lose that turn completely. So hopefully your opponent doesn't OTK you, but this will hopefully stop it as well. Next up we have 1 for 1. You can special summon your Hijun, you can special summon your Yuki-Musume. You'll probably go for your Hijun because then you can special summon another one from your deck anyway. Then we have, you're trying to constantly bring them back from the grave. So if we're going second, Book of Life is good because it's not all hard ones per turn, and you get your monster reborn. Then we have Ghost Meets Girl, helps get your Solitaire from deck, and your opponent's probably going to control a monster because you want to go second. And then lastly, we have Foolish Burial because of zombies. Then we'll go into the extra deck. So your main play with Hijun and Daki will get you a level 3 synchro. So we have Oboro, the level 3. So his effect when he's special from the grave is that your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. That's probably your least relevant one because you're not really wanting to special summon him from grave. This one is a bit of a it's a bit of a risk. So Tsuchimogo, the level 5 guy, he lets you mill 3 and your opponent mills 3 when he's special summoned from the grave. Then you have Tengu. His effect, he's level 7. His effect is he can destroy a spell or trap in the field when he's special summoned from the grave. Then we get Yoko. Destroys a monster when it's special summoned from the grave. And then we have the big one, Gashidokoru. He is unaffected by card effects when he's special summoned from the grave. Then, because each of these you get a chance to bring back Daki, you can synchro claim into all of them. You end up with the level 11 and Daki. You can then link into Yuki-Onna. Her effect is you can't be targeted for attacks while she points to a synchro, and if synchro is destroyed, then you can reduce the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. So you'll also be able to summon your Daki back again. If you have any extenders, you can then synchro claim again. So then we play one more of each of the synchros just to keep doing that. So you're really probably going to burn through both sets of them in turn 1. You also have your Vampire Sucker, which you're wanting to special summon things from the grave, so that should give you an extra draw. And also opens up link spaces. And because you're burning through most of them in one turn, I play 2 Sun Saga. So this effect is when it's special summoned, you can shuffle any number of zombie synchros and destroy cards in the field up to that number. You won't be able to do this same turn because you're locked out of anything but Mayakashis, but it means later in the game, if you can summon this, which isn't that difficult if you use the level 7 or the level 5, and either Ash Blossom or Uni Zombie, you can make this, get your guys back in deck, and you can go off again. So that's the deck list. As it stands, I'm saving into 3 back to the front and 1 Mayakashi Metamorphosis for going first. These all special summon from grave, so you get the effects when they're special summon from the grave, and also 3 Sherry Swallow Slash. If you can just blow out the board going first, you have 2 to 3 pops, and you can hopefully OTK after that. I will show you probably the most basic combo of the deck, which just involves a Yuki-Musume and Hujun. So if you normal summon Hujun, you'll be able to special summon a Daki from deck. You can then synchro for the level 3. Then you're allowed to special summon Daki back from grave. You can then keep synchro climbing. 5 special summon Daki, 7 special summon Daki, 9, 11, and then Yuki-Onna. If you have Yuki-Musume in hand, or if you have something like Foolish Burial sent to the grave, you can special summon it because you can draw Mayakashi. Its effect lets you send a zombie to grave, so you can send Mizuki. You've got a level 2 and a level 1, so you can then synchro climb again to your 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, and special summon back your Daki. Probably summon it in attack mode at this point. If you have a fairly clear board, you can then banish Mizuki, bring back Yoko. Yoko effect lets you destroy a monster on the field. So just those 2 cards, this adds up to I think it's 9,100 damage. If you have any other extenders, you can also bring out other people. You can bring back Tengu to destroy spells or trap instead of Yoko. You'll still be doing 8,800 damage on a clear board. Or you can risk it and go for level 5 Tsuchigumo to try and mill 3, hopefully get to something like a Mizuki. So you're really trying to OTK. It's really fast deck. You're really pushing for all that damage in your first turn. If you don't get all that damage in your first turn, you're really going to have to rely on something like Sun Saga to put it back. The other option would be trying to play something like Exodius, which could return any from the grave. The only issue with that is the effects of the synchros to special summon themselves from grave when one's destroyed means that you wouldn't be able to get any of your banished ones back with Exodius, but Sun Saga can. The real weakness of this deck is non-destruction removal. If your guy gets unicorned, you don't get anything back. They only get it on destruction, so anything non-destructive can really hurt the deck. But hopefully you've OTK by this point. It doesn't really matter. It does special summon a lot, so the Bone Tower FTK came about. I don't think it's consistent enough to really be played in at all. I tried it with downbeat to downbeat something like a Zombie Master, or you can try Transmodify, but it's very tricky to get off. You required having a way to summon your Bone Tower, you would also need something like a Hijun to special summon your Dake to then go into the light climbing. You would also need some form of revival, so you would need to either get your Foolish Burial, you can't even play Book of Life because your opponent's probably not getting anything engraved at this point, or something like Royal Legacy Succession. I found the best way to make it was 3 cards, which was 1 for 1 Mizuki and your Bone Tower, because you can discard your Mizuki for your 1 for 1, and then you can just go with your single climbing from that with Bone Tower. If anyone has any other text for the Bone Tower FTK, I'd like to hear it. If you have any comments about my deck profile choice, please let me know, and please remember to like and share if you have enjoyed this. And I have to remind you again, this is not a zombie channel. I just really like zombies and will try my hardest to make it a zombie channel. Alright, thanks.